Can you hear us now? Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Hi, everybody. I'm Steph. That's Brad. You
Hello.
can hear us now, and that makes the stream better. Thanks for being here, everybody. We appreciate you. Yeah, so tonight is the first of 4 nights of a very exciting stream series. So for those of you who have been paying attention to my incessant posts on the social media, we are doing 4 nights in a row this week at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, which is different than what we usually late night streamers here. But this week, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday, we are going to be going back to the THEROS block, y'all. This block is more than 10 years old. So in case any of y'all's bones were not already crumbling to dust, I just wanted to make sure that I let you know that, yeah, this is an old set. This is an old set, and you might be old too. But tonight we're playing THEROS. Tomorrow we're playing Born of the Gods. Wednesday we are playing Journey into Nyx, and Thursday we are playing full block sealed, which means 2 packs from each of those 3 sets. We don't have blocks anymore, y'all. They don't release sets in blocks of 2 or 3 like they used to, or at least if they do, it's like not a planned. It's not like they don't build an entire limited format for it. But for these sets, they did. So we really like doing that, and we love getting to play with cool packs for you, and we couldn't do that without some of our friends here, and our friends at Gerudo are helping us make this happen today. 5 nights in a row. Yeah, I get maybe. I don't know. Have we been doing it that much? Hi, Savvy. It's good to see you. But yeah, this stream is brought to you by our friends at Gerudo. You can see them up there in the top right corner. They helped us out because we otherwise couldn't get these cool booster packs to play games with, y'all, because it's hard to find these, and it's expensive to find these, and so having companies come alongside us to help us out is really helpful. So definitely check out Gerudo if you haven't already. It is the first social media network that is specifically made for and built by trading card game players. You can make actually, it just launched in the last 4 weeks. I need to change that. So it's about a month old now, friends. But yeah, Gerudo is a lot of fun, and I think the capabilities of it are only going to skyrocket from here. So if you want to be one of the first people in the door like we are, go ahead and make a free account. It'll be really fun. Anyway, friends, we are going to be playing Sealed tonight, and if it's your first time here with us, we are going to open our booster packs on screen for you. We are going to build decks on screen for you, and then we are going to play a best of 3 match against each other. One of the things you might notice that's a little different from normal is the things that's going on up there. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead and put this in chat again. So if any of y'all want to see this link again, just type !NKH in chat, and it will give you the link to our fundraiser. So all month this month, we are raising money for No Kid Hungry. It is an organization that directly helps kids and helps fight food insecurity across the country. And so if any of y'all are interested in helping out with that, first of all of the money that we earn from subscriptions this month go directly there. So if you don't like ads and do like helping hungry kids, that's a really great way to do that. Secondly, if you don't mind ads and you want to donate directly, we have a Tiltify campaign over there, and we have a few fun redemptions in there. So if you donate some money to the Tiltify campaign, we have fun things like finger tentacles. You can't see them. We have fun things like finger tentacles that we can put on our fingers. And we have fun hats to wear, and we'll give you a shout out. There's a bunch of fun stuff. Hi, Natalie. It's good to see you. But yeah, so if any of y'all are so inclined to help us help help us help hungry kids this month, we would love to, work with you on that. So, friends, Brad is going to tell us a little bit about THEROS' limited environment because I haven't played it in 10 years. So, how about you walk us through what we can expect tonight?
I would love to. So, it has been a minute since we've been to Theros. Not even just this set, but like playing in general. Theros Beyond Death was quite a while ago. So, if you're not familiar, Theros is a setting inspired by ancient Greek mythology. Think epic tales of the gods appointing brave heroes to lead vast armies and defeat fearsome monsters, right? Now on Theros, the gods live in the realm of Nyx, which exists among the stars and is mechanically represented by enchantments, which is just a strong through line through all Theros sets. They love their enchantments there. And so you can even see, like, in the art here, the Hydra has some constellation-y notes to it, and that's sort of No, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's how you know it's from the realm of Nyx. Now, from a mechanical perspective, or from an archetypes perspective, this set doesn't really seem to have super clearly defined draft archetypes. All the new mechanics that appear in this set appear in every color, and really what separates the archetypes is what those mechanics do within their colors. So I'm going to do my best to show off the new mechanics and which colors or archetypes make the best use of them. First, we have Devotion. So your devotion to a color is equal to the number of mana symbols of that color that appear in the mana costs of permanents you control. Most effects that use this mechanic are triggered abilities that scale with your devotion to the relevant color. So you might be familiar with Grey Merchant of Asphodel, aka Gary, who when he enters, your opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is your devotion to black. At least it works that way in 1v1. It's a little better in a multiplayer format. But so Gary here, for example, would contribute 2 devotion to your devotion to black, because his mana cost has 2 black mana symbols in it. This, like I said, this mechanic appears in all colors, but it is notably the strongest in mono black. It has the most powerful devotion cards. The next mechanic we'll talk about is Bestow. Bestow is an alternate casting cost that appears on enchantment creatures. If you cast a spell for its Bestow cost, then it becomes an aura that enchants a creature and provides some bonus to that creature. Normally, the bonus that it provides is related to its own stats, so you can see here on Celestial Archon, it is a 4/4 with flying and first strike, and it gives, when it's an aura, it gives the enchanted creature +4/+4 and flying and first strike. How fun. Now, the other cool thing about Bestow is when the creature that a bestowed aura is enchanting leaves the battlefield, the aura becomes a creature, and so it gets to stick around, unlike normal auras, which would go to the graveyard. And again, all colors have access to this mechanic in pretty equal spread, and so what they do and how they impact the game is really more what separates them. Up next, we have Monstrosity. Monstrosity is an activated ability that appears on creatures. Monstrosity N means if this creature is not monstrous, put N +1/+1 counters on it, and it becomes monstrous. Creatures can also have effects that trigger when they become monstrous, or as long as they are monstrous, they get some other special benefit. But mostly it's about putting +1/+1 counters on some already large creatures. Now, all colors have access to this mechanic, but the green-red archetype synergizes with it best because it has the most number of them, and its monstrosity creatures are more efficiently costed than they are in some of the other colors.
We have a quick question from Quinn about Bestow and what happens if the creature dies while it's on the stack.
So it basically, if the target of the aura, if you cast a spell for its Bestow cost, and the target that you want to enchant is not legal when the spell goes to resolve, then it just enters as a creature. Mm-hmm. It's a neat thing about Bestow.
Yes, quite.
They really didn't want you to get 2 for 1. All right. So up next is Heroic, and this is probably I don't want to say it's the biggest, but it's the most, I guess, represented mechanic in the format. But Heroic is a triggered ability that appears on creatures. Heroic abilities trigger when the creature is targeted by a spell you control, but the effects vary card to card. Now, this mechanic appears in all colors, but there are several white archetypes that synergize the best with it. Like white as a single color has the most cards with Heroic, and then there are the sort of secondary colors, green, blue, and red, all bring different flavors to white's Heroic mechanic. So green-white Heroic decks will focus mostly on effects and spells that deal with +1/+1 counters and just making your creatures large. White and blue is more of a tempo strategy whose effects focus more on like drawing cards or card selection or protecting your creatures from your opponent's removal spells. Plays a little slower, but is a little more tricksy. And then white and red is kind of more aggressive, is the most aggressive version of this, where its heroic effects can make creature tokens, and it has extra spells that target multiple creatures, so you can trigger multiple heroic effects with a single spell. Now, breaking out of new mechanics and just into talking about the remaining archetypes, blue-black, surprising no one, is a control archetype. In the early game, you're looking to remove your opponent's creatures, draw cards, and just generally be a menace. But you're going to be looking to close out the game with some big monsters. Like the monstrosity effects in blue and black are like, I destroy your creatures. You can't block my creatures. Your creatures are tapped for as long as I have this card. And so you're going to spend the early game building up resources, and then you're going to play a big monster and devastate your opponents with it. Black and red it features minotaurs. Minotaurs are these aggressive little guys. They are larger generally than the heroic creatures, and more numerous than the monstrosity guys. So you're going to be kind of playing these mid-rangey aggressive creatures and looking to withstand your opponent's heroic stuff, but overrun the monsters that are going to be a little slower. White and black is kind of a control strategy, but it focuses a lot on life gain. So you can pad your life total with life gain effects. You can steal life from your opponent with drain effects, like on Grey Merchant of Asphodel that we saw. You're just kind of looking to outlast your opponent, and so that your sort of mid-rangey value creatures can either get in for combat damage in a longer game, or you can just drain them out and ignore the need for combat altogether.
But I thought Outlast was Tarkir.
I know, right? They're ahead of its time, these guys. But they at least got some of the colors right. Blue-red represents a sort of spell slinger mid-range. Mm-hmm. This archetype cares more about the casting spells portion of heroic than it does actually triggering heroic. It is in 2 of those like secondary heroic colors, so there is some stuff you can do with it. But you're mostly just looking to use combat tricks and burn spells to close out a game, basically. We have 2 more. The next one is black and green, sort of a graveyard value.
Which makes sense because it is black and green.
Yep. So this archetype, generally your cards will get better as the size of your graveyard is big. Your creatures get bigger, monstrosity costs become cheaper. You're able to leverage reanimator effects to get creatures out of your graveyard, like you can see with Farrakha's Mender here. And then last, and probably the least well-defined archetype, is blue-green, which is just kind of a mid-rangey value color or archetype. It's got some ramp, it's got card draw, it's got big creatures, it's got +1/+1 counters.
Weird.
Just put some dudes on the board and turn them sideways.
In this set, though, we want to do like one color, right?
Yes.
But there are 2 color archetypes, but like we want to lean hard into one color.
So less so if you were here for the Theros thing last night.
No, Throne of Eldraine last
night. That's right. That had some mechanics that encouraged you to focus, to still play 2 colors, but focus on one specifically, like lean into it. This format does have some of that, but the only mechanic that encourages you to focus on a single color is Devotion.
But like Devotion can still be like rewarded if
yes.
you have multicolored things.
Yes, it can. And so generally you're looking to build a 2-color deck, but you can do this format does support monocolored decks in the form of Devotion, especially if you're going to do mono black. Like I said, like black has the best Devotion payoffs in the format. So if you really want to lead into Devotion, black is probably your best bet.
Okay.
The other thing to know is that most of the mechanics in this set will take small creatures and make them bigger. Like Heroic almost always does some kind of buff. And then the spells that you're casting on those creatures also generally is some kind of buff. And Bestow will take, it's an aura strategy basically. So you can, so there's a lot of like, playing little dudes and then hoping they live long enough to build them up into big scary threats. Also, Bestow is just a huge value add because they're it's auras, it triggers heroic, it buffs your creatures, but you also don't lose out on the creature itself when the enchanted creature dies because it just becomes a creature. So it's a safer way to play an aura strategy.
Okay.
Now in terms of value, we're looking for Nykthos, hovering around $40.
Okay, all right.
Eventually
they'll reprint it meaningfully, but
you're right. Perforos, God of the Forge, another big hit.
Okay.
And then the next biggest one is Erebos, God of the Dead.
Okay.
There are in the $5 to $9 range. There's like Swan Song, Nylea, Whip of Erebos, and
Sure.
Thoughtseize. But these are generally, these three are like kind of the big
ones that
hits,
we're
yeah.
excited about. I see. Okay, well, it's good that one of them is at rare.
Yeah.
And not, it means we have a decent chance of pulling it. Erebos, your beloved. Indeed, 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 indeed. Okay. So friends, again, if you are new here, the way we do things, we're going to open these packs on camera for you. We're going to build decks live on camera for you so that you can help us out. If there are cards that we open and you're like, you really need to play that, please let us know what you think. Yeah, and then we're gonna play a best of 3 match against each other. We're gonna see how this shakes out, and we're gonna see who takes home the crown at the end of this week of Theros. But yeah, just again, really quick reminder, 2 things. Firstly, Gerudo made this possible, so we want to make sure we punch their information in chat here. So head to Gerudo.com if you haven't already, make a free account. It's already a really great space to spend time connecting with your fellow trading card game enthusiasts, and it's only going to have more and more and more features in the future as things keep rolling out. So if you want to be one of the early adopters with us, get in there. Yeah, and secondly, we are all of the subscriptions that we have for this channel, all the money that we earn from subscriptions, is going to get donated to an organization called No Kid Hungry. I'm going to go ahead and put their information in chat. No Kid Hungry helps fight food insecurity in children across the country, and yeah, we just want to do our part to help with that. I know there's a lot of concern with that kind of stuff happening in the country right now, so we want to help out, and so that's how we're going to be doing that. So if you don't like ads and you like helping hungry kids, that's a really great way to do that. Otherwise, you can donate directly to our Tiltify campaign, which we have up top there, and I will go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we have a little campaign happening here. So if you click that link, it'll take you here, or if you punch that command in the chat, NKH, it'll take you here. There's a couple things you can get, like a stream shout out. You can make us wear finger tentacles that look like this. I have green ones, Brad has pink ones. And you can also make us wear funny hats. There's different hat options for both of us. So that's what we got going on here. So I just thought I would let you all know about that in case you want to take advantage of it. We're glad you're here otherwise. But yeah.